Hello and welcome to my pin collection. I know I briefly went over a few of my pins in my room tour, but now I'm going to go through them one by one and show my other pin collections that are currently on jackets. So starting off, this entire flag except for one pin, which I would point out, is Elks Club pins. They came in a couple of packs that I found at an antique store. It's sort of like, I think I'm under the impression that this club is sort of like Eagle Scouts or something similar, but there's a lot of numbers, a lot of names, a lot of cities, and none of them really make sense to me, but I do think they're super cool and I love the designs. So the ones along the top are all sort of marching band, fun themed. Here's a flag and this clown that says Elks Float. Down here are some carousel themed, bunch of animals. Next level is all America, kind of political themed. A lot of names again. I love this one with the deer in the middle. Down here, some circus themed. Here's like a circus cart, a tiger through a ring of fire, another circus cart. Here's another layer of carousel animals. Here's a layer of the state of California. More train and circus carts. A couple more California. I love the dancing turtle, he's so funny. Here's some more animals. Another flag. And then at the very end is my crying heart. This is from Cousins Collective on Etsy. I keep it on the end and on my wall because I take it off frequently and wear it. The little red bolt is from Spins, a Japanese brand. My La Dispute pin and a little terrarium pin from Etsy. Down here is a vintage eagle. Here's a strike pin my boyfriend gave me. Down here is a flower pin. It reminded me of tattoos. I got it from a local art store. Here's an angel. Here's one of my favorite pins. It's a stick pin, but it's connected by this chain because it is a telephone and I just love it so much. Here's a spooky witch. A volleyball pin my boyfriend gave me. A Who's Your Baby pin, that really cracks me up. My boyfriend gave me that too. A Hufflepuff pin. Here's a little badge for solo ensemble that is a music competition that I did all through high school. Moving along, here's another patch I embroidered. It's a little sleeping moon. Here's another vintage angel. Here are two more Halloween pins. I got this at the same place I got the witch pin. They were all next to each other and that was at a resale store. Here's my little Gudetama. Music in the Parks, that's another music festival. Here's my brand whore pin from Etsy, that's Lolita related. You might not get it if you don't know Lolita. Here's a little coffee mug, an alpaca from Etsy, a Pusheen. Here's my Poetry Out Loud pin from when I went to Poetry Out Loud Nationals. And here's an angel pin my boyfriend gave me. And then up here is just one of those little art clamps from Blick. I just put it on the collar because I thought it was funny. Here's the back of my jacket. Obviously not a pin, but I do think it's a pretty cool thing. I painted it on the back, so it kind of fits with this whole aesthetic I've got going on this jacket. Next are some on my polo hat. Here we've got a Virgin of Guadalupe style pin. That I got at an art store in Madison, kind of a small niche art style store, but I'm not remembering the brand at the moment. Here's another one that cracks me up. It says My Heart Belongs to Marty. That I got from my boyfriend also. His name is not Marty though. On the back are the last two of my Elks pins that are floating around, another flag, and then probably my favorite Elks pin. It's a strawberry, an American flag, and a clown. And I have no clue what that means or why they're together, but I absolutely love it. It's so funny to me. Next I've got my Devil's Lake hat. This is sort of my like turned into my Wisconsin hat because I've got my Devil's Lake embroidery. And then this cardinal. This was free out of a free bin at a resale store. It's hand carved too. If you look on the back, it's made out of wood and it's signed. So that is super cool. And I even got it in the same town as Devil's Lake. It was in Baraboo. I went to a resale shop, so I thought that worked perfectly. And then next, here's another wooden, can you believe it? This is wooden, if you look on the back. Hand carved feather pin. So I love how these all look together, and I love those hand carved pins. Here's my last jacket with pins on it. Starting at this label, I've got this Nebraska pin. I've never been to Nebraska, but I found it at a resale store. Here's a little cheese pin I got when my boyfriend and I stayed in a hotel downtown for the weekend, and we found it just at a convenience store, but it was so funny because we both collect pins that we just had to get it. Here's a little dachshund from a boutique near me. Here's a collector's pin. I'm not really even sure what this one is, if I'm being honest. It says Treasury of Christmas Ornaments Charter Member. I think it's pretty funny. It came with another pin, like in a lot on eBay. So I got it for the other pin, but it just came with it. So I'm like, well, heck. The rest on here are sort of my like tattoo inspired pins. This is a Sailor Jerry design from the Field Museum in Chicago at their tattoo exhibit. Here's a nurse pin, which I am in love with. This is by Joel Janison, who did my arm tattoo. Next is a Sacred Heart, also from Cousins Collective. And my Quickened pin from Quickened. Down here, I've got my little Luigi. It came in a blind box from a store called Box Lunch. And here's another Elks Club pin. It's got a little bear on it. On the other side, I've got this Take a Hike pin. This is by, oh gosh, I will insert her name, but it is the wife of the artist who did my first ever tattoo. And I saw her selling at the tattoo convention I went to, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to get this. This is just adorable. Here's a toad pin, also from a blind box. Here's a little strawberry milk that I got from a boutique. One of my favorites, it's a Sensitive Soul, because I'm a really sensitive baby, and it is from also a boutique. And then here are my two Steiff pins. Steiff is a German teddy bear brand who made the bear I mentioned in my little apartment room tour video. This one is an actual replica of one of their bear designs. And then this one says Toys Collector Club 1990. Obviously, I was not part of a Toy Collectors Club in 1990, but I found it on eBay, and that is the one I was referring to earlier. I'm hoping to get some more of these because they put out many designs, so I kind of scour eBay for these. These are really cool. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed looking at my collection, and I'll see you next time.